in the heat of the moment. Here again, it says overwhelmed by what is happening in the moment. So to me, it's rather things went out of order due to the heated mindset or overwhelming occurrences happening at the same time or following in short order. Right? It's not something overwhelming is happening and you're feeling it right now. It means due to a lot of aggressiveness and all of that, later on everything went out of order. So in the heat of the moment is used wrongly by people. It takes two to tango. That one is culture sensitive because tango is not an English phenomena. The explanation, actions or communications need more than one person. Isn't even true nowadays anymore. Anyone can send and put stuff onto the internet, and there isn't even real-time communication happening anymore. So if half a year later you pass by your own upload and there is a heart, a like, oh, you go. Nice. So jump on the bandwagon, I've heard that one, and keep something at bay as well. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Come on. Birds do get shot, but not with a stone, if at all. Nobody has the interest to have its doings be compared to a silly fantasy visual like the killing of birds with a stone. So this idiom, meaning to accomplish 2 different things at the same time, I say is wrong. Last straw. So if this one, I guess, is not understood by people, not even by me. That's what it feels to me. Is it the straw that stands last in a field, in harvest? Or is it the last straw left in a box? Because the explanation, the final problem in a series of problems, cling on to the last straw, I usually hear. So last straw is kind of wrong. Let sleeping dogs lie, let the cat out of the bag, seems to be a translation from the German Lass die Katze aus dem Sack. Let the cat out of the bag sounds like kind of a staccato, whereas the German Lass die Katze aus dem Sack has short and long, vowels and letters, so it's kind of, more of a melody. Stolen from the Germans maybe, where the saying sounds like a poem compared to the staccato of the English one-on-one. To share information that was previously concealed. To the English one, here I auto-corrected something strangely. Make a long story short. So here it says, come to the point, leave out details. So if someone says this to someone, this is never heard of. I have only heard this one say, being said by people to themselves. So they would shorten their own stories by going, long story short, blah, 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 blah. But maybe that's meant by come to the point, leave out details. But then it's not make a long story short. It's just long story short. Da-da-da-da-dum. Method to my madness. An assertion that, despite one's approach seeming random, there actually is structure to it. Well, I heard there is a method to the madness rather than method to my madness. So someone sing it to someone else rather than me to myself. Right? Or kind of me talking about myself. Yeah. Missed the boat, not a spark of decency. Not playing with a full deck. That one is totally wrong, because on a boat, the deck or the sole, that one is our floor. So the ceiling in a boat, the stuff on the top, is called head deck or overheads. So our walls are called ceiling or bulkheads. So it doesn't really represent a head, the deck, when it's about the boat. And if it's about the board game, to play with less figures makes one a loser, but not stupid, right? But the meaning is someone who lacks intelligence. Of one's rooker on the ball once in a blue moon, I've heard that one, but otherwise they seem unsuspicious. Also, picture paints 1,000 words. Piece of cake. So even that one I feel is used wrongly. Cake is a relatively new product. So a task or a job or other activities that are easy or simple is the meaning. But actually it is used for saying that something asked for feels easy. So the saying is used for mostly when difficult tasks have proceeded and the rest thereof feels easy to do. You know, piece of cake. We've done a lot of difficult work, but all the little bit that still is needed to be done, piece of cake. Put wool over other people's eyes. I've never heard this one. It seems to mean to deceive someone into thinking well of them. See eye to eye, sit on the fence. Well, humans don't sit on fences. They would not generally know it hurts to sit on a fence, right? So if it's a kid or a bird sitting there, the saying should include this somehow, right? And this is used when someone does not want to choose or make a decision. Yeah, okay. So here we go again. Speak of the devil. Wenn man vom Teufel spricht. Maybe again they have stolen that, copy-pasted a German saying. It is also a bit strange. The saying is not using the gerundium, the present tense that is happening right now, at the moment, with the ing. The saying, though, has the form of an order with exclamation mark. So this expression is used when the person you have just been talking about arrives. To make a joke. So if this person has heard that you've been talking about her or him, then it's better to include this person by saying so. That's the meaning in German. Yeah. So steal someone's thunder. I've never heard this one. The saying probably didn't make it, thanks God. Humans do not want to be compared to sky events anyhow. And to take the credit for something someone else did is the meaning. But this is too much thought around several corners, because thunder follows the lightning. Thought around several corners. I'm saying so because thunder isn't really something really nice that you really want to collect, like the thank yous if you've done something nice, the compliments. So compliments and thunder, and otherwise the thunder follows the lightning. Still someone's thunder. Thunder follows the lightning. Makes no sense in English. That's the German saying. Due to the order in which the occurring lightning and thunder occur in nature. I wanted to explain two things here, but I hope you get it. And you don't steal my thunder. Take it with a grain of salt. taste of your own medicine. Well, this one I've kind of heard, and it means that something happens to you or is done to you that you have done to someone else. But medicine isn't around for that long. Love potion would be maybe an old term, but medicine, and it is also putting the term medicine in relation to a negative doing or want. Labeling medicine a bad thing by that, which is good maybe. To hear something straight from the horse's mouth. I've heard this one, but why would the messenger be a direct source of information if you think in the old times some paper be read out aloud by somebody on a horse? And if a common horse is meant, it makes no sense, because from all the animals on a farm, out of all the animals on a farm, the cat does actually talk to humans. She makes sounds she doesn't make when no human is around. And dogs, they cling. That's also a form of body talk. Okay. But all other animals seem to be more distant to humans and would also not stand for an authority. And also not on a farm. It wouldn't be an authority. So why is the meaning to hear something from the authoritative source? To hear something straight from the horse's mouth? It just doesn't make sense to me. They invented this and that and laughed their heads off. Whole 9 yards wouldn't be called that. Your guess is as good as mine. I've heard that one. Yeah. So here, in German, somebody, a slit ear would be somebody that has been lying in the past, and now it is shown through his slit ear, a slit in his ear, because there was the custom to tear out someone's earring when they were cheating. So later on you could tell. In men this was. And then there is to speed up one more hook, or to speed up one hook. That's the fireplace, the kettle. If you put the kettle one hook more further down towards the fire, it got more hot, of course. It burnt more fiercely. So that's how sayings are made. To speed up one more hook. Makes no sense, but when you know about the custom, about the kettle on the fire, then you knew. So I made up 2 sayings by myself. A dancer's high is as good as a runner's high. So this one means it doesn't matter how or by what means a goal or job is done. Example, someone is delivering goods paid by the load. So he asks the boss whether he can deliver it with his own bike, making him more efficient than on foot. The job giver does not care how the newspapers are delivered, as long as they get there unhurt. So he agrees by saying, a dancer's high is as good as a runner's high. What makes sense, right? Because you get into a runner's high by dancing as well. And the other one, gimme a break, exists. It's old school, but why can't they go have a break? Because it's have a drink, have a break. That's Coca-Cola. But here we can use it with the meaning of gimme a break. We say have a break, not like in the advertisement, but with the meaning now, go away. And it would have the same effect by that. And would be influenced by advertisement.